What's up? What's up, Kamish?
What's
Second
up,
and Nine
Josh?
podcast. We're in here. Live podcast today. We got guests in the house.
Yeah, how many guests do you think are going to be here today?
You know, I think we're going to get at least two. And we do have one in the waiting room. So, how long do we
Yeah.
keep them waiting?
Maybe a little bit longer. I feel like we can queue up some tunes for the guest,
Okay, I'm
right?
going to actually pull up, I'm pulling up one tune right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to play it and then we're going to bring him on. So let's see. Is this going to be the right one?
Oh, whoa. Not what I expected, but this is nice.
All right. With the first guest of the day on the Second and Nine podcast, Matt Murphy.
What it do? God, it feels so good to continue to be the number one guest on this podcast and the number one performing fantasy player in this league. I mean, I can't even put it into words, quite honestly.
Matt, you left. I'd say your podcast was a little controversial, maybe, right?
Yeah, I actually would like to talk about that.
Oh, yeah?
Who is saying that it's controversial? Because I'd like to know.
I guess when I said controversial, I meant more so that nobody really wanted to listen to it after they found out that you were on. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought we lost you for a second.
All right. Sorry, guys. That was I was getting called by a league member. We also got someone else in the waiting room we can bring on up. So, commit.
No, hang on.
We're going to bring on another league member.
Shut him down.
We're going to have to do some post-production in a minute because we're going to get something on this podcast that cannot be on the internet. But we're going to roll with it.
Oh, my gosh.
But right now, let's bring on another league member. Hey.
I'm here. I made it.
This is the not safe for work.
Brandon, right, what's going on?
With those guns?
It's been a long ride, but I'm here.
What's up,
Biscuits
buddy?
Down.
COVID free. We're car is still in the shop, but
oh, jeez,
we're alive.
You look like you're in a dungeon right now.
Yeah, it's the kitchen.
Brandon, we all know, but for the posterity of the podcast, could you give us a little summary on what happened on your biscuit journey?
So the first one, basically not even 2 minutes away from my house, Michelle and I left after I did an 11-mile run because I'm training for a marathon. Don't know why I'm doing that either. And as we were going through the neighborhood, I drive the street every day, some lady came out without seeing, oh, there's a car in front of me, and drove straight into my door, essentially. So that was fun.
Damn.
So
did you sue her?
No. I mean, I was somewhat banged up, like my neck hurt for a week or two after it.
A week or two is a long time.
Yeah. I finally got the car to the shop last Friday, so we'll see what happens.
So, yeah, I mean, you were thinking the car may have lived its last leg or made its last Popeyes drive-through run, right? But it sounds like it may make it through.
I think just in general, I'm.
You don't sound too excited about that.
We do have another guest in the queue. I'm just letting you all know.
All right, bring him on.
We're gonna keep giving these intros up. All right. Who do we think it is?
Natural.
I feel like it's Preston.
I think it's Preston too.
All right, done.
Like,
it's
my boy.
Brandon sniped it. Dang.
Yeah, 25 years.
Nice. Just a little disappointed.
Dang. Are you the person that is bringing some not safe for work material?
No.
Josh, did you just say that? You just were like, "There's not safe for work material," as in Brandon's like biceps, or what were you meaning?
All I know is the bat phone rang, and they said something's coming on the podcast that can't be on the internet. And I said that's fine. I don't know how we're gonna do that. This one of the rules of this podcast is we don't edit it. But
so Josh, why don't just give us the heads up whenever someone comes on? But I got a question for Mitch, actually. Mitch, what were your reactions on the Matt podcast? Matt had a lot of shit to say.
Dude, I haven't watched it, bro.
So before you got on, that's what I led with. I was like, Matt, your podcast is very controversial. He's like, who said
Mitch,
it's controversial? I said, nobody, because nobody watched it.
Got
Mitch,
another guess.
That is the number one way to flame that podcast, by the way. Well done, Mitch.
Yeah, fuck you, Mitch. You're off the hot seat. We're adding another league member to the chat. He's hot. He likes to draft good players. Dun 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 dun. Martin.
Yo.
Whoa.
That's good.
Yo.
With the Arc'teryx and the
What's up?
Bose. Or the Sonys.
Sony's, yeah.
Branded out.
What's up, Martin?
Martin, how are you doing?
Good, good. I'm trying to make sure it's going through the headphones, but it doesn't feel like it.
Well, while you figure that out, we'll bring someone else up. He's a controversial member of the league.
Is it you?
It's Dan.
What am I going to say about him? I can see him smiling right now in the little corner. Look, he's got a good work from home setup. He year in, year out, he's a good league member. But you know what? I don't know what else to say about him. We're just bringing him up. Oh, and he's got a hot mic.
Now that's not safe for work right there.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that mic sounds so good, man.
Thank you.
Well,
That
That
was
might
some.
sound better than Josh's.
Why is it so
No
clear?
way.
It's so clear. It's ridiculous.
Why can't I see you, but I can hear you?
We're dealing with all the tech problems.
Preston,
aren't we?
can you see us?
Yeah, I can see all you guys. I couldn't see. It sounded. I thought I heard. Now I just see myself. I thought I heard Matt.
Sorry.
Do I not hear Matt?
You might be looking for number one because
There
he's
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, that was a sick intro, and I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Look, I've been thinking about that intro all day long, and I prepped for it too. So I'm glad you liked it.
So, Josh, actually, now that Preston's here, this might be a good time to drop the news I was telling you earlier.
Oh,
All right.
no.
The commission's got some news. No one knows what it is. Live reactions.
It's kind of like a joint news statement from me and Preston.
Wow.
Joint press
Merrick?
release.
marriage.
Nope. I am about to be in PC Gang.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yep.
sir. I didn't know that was going to be a.
Pod exclusive.
Yeah. I doing some backdoor deals, I guess, and getting Roshan to upgrade his setup to include little personally built gaming rig.
Preston's essentially paying me his GPU and CPU for my engagement photos. And in that process of transferring, Preston's also upgrading his CPU, GPU. And then I'm getting
but I had to
all
do
the
it.
new setup. So like collectively, we're just buying a ton of gear out here.
So Claire gets engagement pictures, Roshan gets free computer parts for labor, I guess, and then I get a new PC parts also.
And a new PC friend.
Yeah, a new PC friend. It was a win-win-win.
Dude, now what are you gonna game on? Like, what are you playing?
Oh, I'm gonna go Plat and Val.
Dude,
Oh my gosh.
I would be if you end up being better than me very quickly. I have nothing to build my entire identity around, and I will implode. You guys think I'm terrible to be around now? I will self-implode.
It's not going to happen, Matt.
Can I point out that Martin left because he was so bored of this conversation?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I just wanted to point that out.
This isn't the PC Gang group chat. This is the league group chat. Commish.
All right.
Kind of disappointed in that announcement, but keep it going.
I'm excited.
We literally have people tuning in from overseas. It's 9 p.m. where people are.
Who's overseas?
Who's overseas?
I thought you're overseas, Matt.
Is Boston overseas?
Yeah, no, that was my bad. I did think you were in Spain.
No. 2 days from now, I'll be there.
Josh, so why don't we go ahead and switch right into fantasy talk?
All right, let's talk fantasy. What's first on the agenda? I think it's any reactions to the biscuit challenge. I mean, does anyone have something they want to share in this format that they haven't shared already over a group chat?
Biscuit.
I was
Do people really think that Dan cheated?
There's no way. There's no way he did that.
It's the
Yeah, there's
salty
no way.
part of the biscuit.
There's a good portion missing from that biscuit.
I don't know.
I didn't actually watch the whole thing. I just saw his time and just without actually doing my personal analysis, I just saw the time and I was like, "There's no chance."
Dude,
Dan can't drink water without coughing. How did he get through 2 whole biscuits, 2 dry ass biscuits? There's no way.
He did take the biggest
of submitting
bites.
it last second. You can't critically review it. Like, okay, it's in. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, he
He did
schemed
take
the whole
biggest
time.
bites out of anyone, and so
Not Martin's first bite, dude.
I don't know. I think I can
that's what
pull up a
took me out.
screenshot here of Dan's big chew.
Yeah,
yeah,
can we-
Dan might have took a big bite, but I felt like those were small biscuits, either out of the Popeyes or post process manipulated biscuits. Fake news.
It could have been a little manipulated.
Yeah, can we get
It has
this
to be.
analysis going right now? I wanna do a post game thread.
I'm pulling it up. If you can give me 1 second.
As I was editing that video, I think Dan was on his second biscuit at 12 seconds. I don't have no idea how he did that. Even if he cheated, he did a pretty good job at cheating. So
Yeah, I had an idea that I obviously didn't end up doing. But when I was clarifying the rules, that it was like I was like, Roshan, it's just 2 biscuits, no dressing, like no toppings and drinks or anything. And you're like, well, you text me individually. You're like, what are you scheming? I was thinking about
Popeyes biscuit.
I was
Keep going.
I was thinking about like taking my first bite to start the timer so that it doesn't like mess up anything, because I felt like it would have been more acceptable if the timer's already going, and then just like mashing them, and then just like that was something I thought. But
That is interesting. I just want to say, look how big this bite is. I mean, that's a mouth. That's cheek full of biscuit.
That is cheek full biscuit.
Chipmunk looking boy.
But if we look here, I think there's a little bit of a chance that this guy microwaved his biscuits for a long bit of time, because the top definitely looked soft.
That's a good analysis.
Top looks soft. The whole biscuit looks flat. Also, him sending that at 11 on the very last day, whatever, strategic.
It looks like 2/3 of a biscuit, right? Like in that first bite, it looks like 2/3 of a biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he cut out the middle. He has a top and a bottom. Cut out the middle.
Biscuit gate.
Yeah. Dang, that does look like a flat biscuit,
right?
Like Martin's biscuits are thin.
Everyone else on this phone call, first biscuit in, you're like huffing and puffing for air.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't know how he's doing this.
How long did Dan take?
Did you
50
see this?
seconds.
Right here? He grabs chicken. Hold on, dude. I didn't see this before.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, chicken enters the chat. And that is a flat ass biscuit.
Dude, that's a thin biscuit.
It also looks like
it was cut.
It looks like it's been perforated here, like down the middle.
I feel like he like cut it and he like smushed it almost, or he did something like over time where he was like, if I smush it, then this will be easier for me to do.
I don't think it's a regulation size biscuit. That might be like a collegiate size, but that's definitely not NFL standard. And so I don't know.
So I brought it up in the chat originally, and I was hoping some people would jump on and be like, I want to see the receipt with the timestamp. So this is where Dan's shenanigans and last minute biscuit really fucked me, because I wanted one absolutely for sure.
Yeah.
Ended up with 2, whatever. MG just went 3, and then Josh spent an hour. Dan, so I'm gonna stop sharing now, but Dan, after his biscuit, which he sent at like 11. I was like, all right, nobody else is going to eat a biscuit in this hour. Dan, tell me what pick you want. No reply. I was like, is he alive? I texted Molly. Hey, Molly, is Dan okay? No reply for a while. Then Molly said, oh, Dan broke his phone. He can't really use the screen. He has to voice to text. I'm like, he just sent us a video eating biscuits. Like, maybe that video was taken a while ago. Who knows? But the guy didn't reply to me until like noon the next day. So,
how did he break his phone? What happened?
When he was knifing the biscuit, the bread out of the biscuit, he accidentally stabbed the phone.
That was good. Yeah. But that's the draft reveal, guys. I'm pissed about it. A little underwhelming. You guys want a mock draft?
Is the summary of the draft order that everyone outside of 1 through 4 was like, yeah, I just sort of picked these numbers, and then 1 through 4 was like, oh, I thought 4 was pretty good. If Brandon said the 5 was okay, like pretty good.
Yeah,
it's kind of it, right?
I think that's how it ended up happening. But I was hoping for some more bluffs going on, like, oh, I want to get Justin Jefferson here at 5. You know, some game theory.
Quick, if you download Dan's video and you open it, you see the metadata. August 16th was when he recorded it. So he had it saved and ready to go.
Damn.
That's a good exclusive. Holy shit. Dang.
Breaking news.
The screenshot to the boys.
Dang.
So that makes it look worse for him, right? Because he's lying about when he took the video, and then what are the odds that he's lying about what he did to the biscuit before he took the video?
This whole thing is suspicious now.
That's really funny because like only a couple of days before that he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a practice biscuit."
That was the practice.
He probably did as many biscuits as Josh did not do. And then he sent it.
So I did have biscuits that I was going to use to retry, and I actually just ended up throwing them out because I never ate them. So I bought biscuits that I never ate.
I don't believe that for a second. I feel like you retried it, you got a worse time, and then you were like, I just threw out the biscuits. I didn't actually try and record it.
I can back him up on at least one set of 2 biscuits where he was like, let's do it. And then he's like, actually, I just played so much basketball I can barely move. Like, I can't eat biscuits. And then the next morning he's like, they're hard as a rock. I'm not going to do it.
All right.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
Were there more? Who knows? But at least for those 2.
Good find, though, Mitch. I like the metadata. I would share this screenshot, but for some reason, I can't share this.
It's all right.
What else we got, Roshan? Anything else? Any other topics you want to cover?
No, I mean, the only other thing that came up since last pod was the poll in the league of who you wanted to beat more. Interested in or who you wanted to beat the most in the league. Interested in how the schedule will shake out, especially considering we'll have a couple doubleheaders, so you'll play 2 people 2 times.
I do think you should set up rivalry week.
Rivalry week. Yeah.
How's the schedule decided?
It's just randomized, but if I wanted to do something like rivalry week, I could manually adjust the last week of the season to be the doubleheader.
I'm surprised that people chose me, honestly. I thought that people are just way more... I put up a fight no matter what, but I didn't think that it would be as satisfying to beat me as it would be to beat so many other people.
Who didn't answer in this group? Matt, I don't think you answered, right?
No, I answered. I picked Josh.
I didn't answer. I didn't see it.
Mitch, who would you want to beat the most?
Josh.
Martin?
I'm just going to start removing people from the chat.
Martin?
Yeah, I don't think I answered, but I'd probably pick Josh.
Oh.
We could do a week where it's just like you either beat Josh's score and you get a dub, or you go under the score, you get an L.
But look,
Like
here's the
League
thing.
versus Josh.
I have most people in the league in here. Like, I do need to remind you, I average the most points per game out of everybody.
You know, we wouldn't want to beat you so bad if you didn't say things like that.
Says the person who named themselves number one.
Hey, look,
I don't know, Matt.
That's
The Commonwealth.
I mean, that's fair.
When we go back and watch these podcasts at the end of the season, you guys are going to be awestruck with like how well I did this season. And you guys gave me the 10th pick. Where is it? Hang on.
I don't know what the hell is going on.
Why do you have that?
Matt, are you recording on an Android, dude?
Because I'm recording on my phone. I got caught out in the streets when I had to jump on this podcast. That's my Virginia State flag, dude. I'm the king of the Commonwealth.
Wow, dude. Very Boston.
I own
Very
no
Boston.
flags, and you own a flag for a state you don't live in.
That was a gift, first of all, from my 2 lads that live in Virginia right now. And I'm the king of the Commonwealth. It's irrefutable, baby.
Every
good
time
flag.
you say King of the Commonwealth, it just feels a little bit racist.
It's got to be your
Little bit
team name this
Confederate.
year. It's got to be your team name this year, King of the Commonwealth.
All right, that's fine. I'll make it my team name.
I don't need to watch this podcast, right?
No. This is really just for posterity. Preston's looking at the time. It's like creeping
I
past 30.
literally
like,
looked. It was 32 minutes. I'm like, this is.
No. This is just a chill sesh. The
You
draft
can do
order.
what you want, dude. You can watch it if you want. You know, we're not going to
The
judge
draft
you.
order got updated on everybody's phone for each pick, so everybody knows the news.
Yeah, I love that.
The next pod, we're not going to do a pod again until after the draft. We'll do power rankings.
We got
so that'll
13
be fun.
days till the draft. That's a long time without a pod. I mean, I think our league group chat has been popping off to really good preseason.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna miss that over the next 2 weeks. We're gonna need some kind of content to keep us going.
Wow, 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, the draft is 2 weeks from today.
Damn.
It's 13 days before you have to start prepping.
I just not work that day and just fantasy stuff. Well, I mean, yeah, that's definitely what I'm gonna do.
I do want to add, I don't want to spend forever on here, but I do want to ask everybody who hasn't been on the pod yet, Preston, Mitch, Brandon, Martin, any trash talk that you've accumulated in the pods that you've watched, anything you want to say to anyone in the league?
So I didn't finish Matt's.
That's good trash talk, Preston.
Because I didn't care enough about you.
Oh,
that's good. That's good shit right there. That's good shit.
That is just like the joke of the league, right? I mean, I feel like that's the best I can come up with on short notice. I have 12 days to prep some shit talk.
I mean, that was pretty much word for word the way Matt roasted you at the end of his pod. So that'll give you something to look forward to.
You didn't even get to the mock draft, dude. I spent a lot of time working on that mock draft.
Mitch?
I'm not going to lie. I've only watched like 2 of these podcasts, so I'm a failure.
That's really funny, actually, because I thought that the last pod was the only one you haven't watched, and I did think to myself, like, I feel like Mitch is the glue of the league. He really keeps everyone together and is always engaged.
Me?
And yeah. But
wow.
I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, no, life's been busy, so I gotta prioritize this thing.
Look, there's one glue of this league, and it's the commish.
Oh, yeah.
Commish.
With a ring light.
Let's go.
Dude, I actually don't know what that is.
What do you mean you don't know what that is?
What
is my ring light? Oh, it is my ring light. Never mind.
It's a circle light in your glasses. I don't know what else you thought it would be,
probably,
man.
It's probably like the reflection on the reflection.
Yeah. Wow, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, real question. Would any of us still be friends if Roshan didn't set up this fantasy football league 10 years ago?
I would say yes. I was not in it 10 years ago.
That's fair.
That's
There
a
you go.
great answer, Brandon. That's a great answer. Yeah. I don't know.
I tried to quit at one point, and Roshan was like, "That's not allowed."
Yeah.
All right, that's a
This is
fair
a
response.
This is a call. We're in it for life. So
Yeah.
get for it.
It is. I know Roshan says this often, but it truly is like, I think the fact that, and I know not everyone here went to the same high school, but it is awesome. I don't know, that we are still close after all these years and that we have this, and it really is fun to talk about. And I feel like whenever I even, oh yeah, my buddies from high school, people are like, what the you still have friends from high school? Even years ago, people are like, you still have friends from college. So I do think it is kind of cool. Like, I do like that we have this.
There we go. Emotions entered the podcast. Thanks for sharing those feelings, Preston.
Yeah, that was good, Preston. How's the beach house coming?
Oh yeah,
Beach house is definitely coming.
A metaverse beach house or a real one?
Yeah, we're gonna have a beach house in the metaverse because it's basically all we can afford. I do want to say our investment portfolio at one point was worth like $6,000. Now it's
is
worth
that
about,
just in crypto or is that everything?
Yes, it was just in crypto.
Don't we have like half of it not in crypto?
No, we
sold the overstock, right?
We had a little bit of stock and a little bit of crypto, and our stock had appreciated about 5% over 2 years, and so we went all in on crypto. We got 1.4 ETH sitting
Was it in Voyager?
No, dude, I kept my ETH. I kept my ETH in the safest thing you could possibly keep it. It's in the league's money is safer than my money. It's in an this doesn't touch the internet. This is our league's money. That way I can't gamble it away too. So I like put it here so that if I want to move it, I have to make the conscious decision of like plugging this into the computer, entering a password, and so I can't just like YOLO it.
Blockchain poker.
Yeah.
Huh? What happens if you lose it? Like if you leave it in a fanny pack and some guy in Barcelona takes it?
It's recoverable, but because I have the password written down it's recoverable, but yeah, it's a good question.
What if the piece of paper burns in a fire?
Yeah, then it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure.
How much of our investment was backed by Terra Luna?
0. But
okay. All right, that's good news, I guess.
Yeah, but it could have been more if we had gotten aggressive with it. Look, I think I think this investment fund could be a little bit more actively traded, but we're going with the passive route, so the beach house is going to be another couple of years. But if we increased our league minimums, our investment, that's going to come faster. So
that's fair, but we did vote on it, so
yeah,
maybe in the next 5 years.
Beach motel.
Yeah,
that's fine with me.
I think we should once it reaches a threshold, we should like just go all out and like have a Vegas weekend.
Yeah.
What about Boston?
We should
Lynchburg
weekend. A Lynchburg weekend.
Weekend
could be sick.
I will say our investment portfolio could allow us to have quite the splurgy weekend in Lynchburg.
I just got a pizza and a pint for $15. So yeah.
Is that the selling point of Lynchburg? That's it?
Yeah.
No, it's been cool. But we should side note, we should gamble somehow on games. Even if it's just like a game of the week. And
oh yeah.
I don't know, like even if we add an extra like 10 to $20 if anyone is interested in like partaking in the gambling as just like the house money if the house like loses money on a bet, but like we could, I'm assuming that I don't know if Sleeper does it, but I think I know ESPN did it, but if we just lock in on like Sunday at noon and then you have an hour to put in bets and it's like you can do money line or just a one game because I feel like it'd be way too hard to track anything else.
Yeah. So as a league, we did vote on doing, so this is apart from gambling, but doing a added like side pot. So I was thinking like everybody put in like $20 for the month of September. Everyone who's interested, and then every week, whoever gets the highest points for that week wins like a percentage of the pot. So that's point number one. I just wanted to remind people about that. And then number two, I did see on Sleeper there is options to trade with it or gamble within your fantasy matchups. So like if me and Josh were playing, you could put bets on the fantasy matchup. So also that could be. I don't know how it works yet, but it could be cool.
You can put actual money on it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're gonna start.
I'll send a screenshot after this, but that is an option, so that could be really cool.
That's so fun. We're gonna lose money betting on each other.
Yeah. I'm gonna bet. I'm taking Dan plus 15.
Yeah,
that's tight.
Could be really fun. Could be really dangerous.
Cool. Well, that might be the podcast.
Yeah. Brandon Martin, any final words, thoughts?
Great job on that video.
Yeah.
It's actually like I love the insights on Instagram because you can see like how many times it gets sent or shared.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gotten sent out like a good amount of times, apart from the people in the league who have just shared it on their story. So people be talking.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I mean, the other people are probably like, we should have totally done this. So really happy with the biscuit challenge.
That was the worst challenge we've done.
Worst but best.
No.
All right. Thanks guys for joining. We'll be back in 2 weeks for the next pod and the draft.
Precisely.
Yeah. Right.
Precisely 13 days, 21 hours, 15 minutes.
See ya. Thanks for coming.